Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about important models in NEET level in Kirchhoff's laws and Wheatstone bridge. See here in this problem, find the current in each resistor in the figure. See here, this is resistor of resistance 5 ohm, this is of 4 ohm and this is of 10 ohm. And here in this network there are 3 cells of EMF 6 volt, 10 volt and 8 volt. See, I am going to take A, B, C, D, E and F. In this way, I am naming each and every junction. See here, I am taking current in this ABCD loop is I1. See, this I1 is coming towards B and it is branched to this branch as I2, and here from B to C, out of I1, I2 has gone to B to E, so the remaining current I1 minus I2 should be from B to C. I am imagining like this. And now here I am applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in both the loops. In the first loop for KVL for loop A, B, C, D, A. We are moving from negative to positive here, so that 6. Here you are moving in the direction of current AB minus 5I1, and here also you are moving in the direction of current, that is minus of 4 I1 minus I2. Here you are moving from positive to negative, minus 10 is equal to 0. So in this situation 6 minus 10 becomes 4 and it is equal to minus 4 becomes here plus 4, here minus 5I1 minus 4I1 plus 4I2 is equal to 4. So that you can get minus 5I1 minus 4I1 becomes minus 9I1. So 4I2 minus 5I1 is equal to 4. This is linear equation with the two variables I1 and I2. I am considering it as 1. And now I am applying this KVL for BEF D for the loop BEFCB. As you are moving in the direction of current minus 10I2, as you are moving from E to F, from positive to negative, minus 8, and here you are moving from negative to positive, plus 10, and here you are moving against this current I1 minus I2, that means plus 4 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. In this situation, minus 10I2 plus 4I1 minus 4I2 is equal to minus plus 2 is equal to 0. and here in this situation 10I2 minus 14I2, that means 14I2 minus 4I1 is equal to 2 volt. This is equation 2, and here you can divide with 2 every term, then this equation can be taken as 7I2 minus 4I1 is equal to 2I1 is equal to 1. And here this is equation 2. You have to solve both these equations so that you can get both I1 and the value of I2, and I am giving you exercise for you to solve these two simultaneous equations. I will continue to the next problem. Students, see, in this network you may be asked about potential difference between B and C, as well as potential difference between A and D, etc., etc. See, here I am going to first resolve potential difference between B and C. B and A and D. What is the potential difference between A and D? VA minus VD we are going to find in this problem. See here, this is a circuit, this is in this loop, say the current is I1 and this current is flowing from positive terminal to the negative terminal. Whatever the current from positive terminal of the cell, and it should be received through the negative terminal. So outflow must be equal to inflow according to KCL. And in this situation, say I1 is the current, I am taking down and apply the Kirchhoff's second law for this loop. See here, I am going from negative terminal to positive terminal 10, and along this resistor in the direction of current minus 2I1, and here also in the direction of current I am moving minus 3I1, and as you go towards this, finally the algebraic sum of potential differences is equal to 0. See, from this you can take 5I1 is equal to how much? Here it is 5I1 is equal to 10 and I1 is equal to 2 ampere in this circuit. Now I am going to discuss about the current in this. This is positive terminal. I am taking here positive terminal, this is negative terminal, and say the current in this cell is I2, in this circuit is whatever the current derived from positive terminal to the external circuit I2 should be received by the negative terminal of the cell, which is nothing but I2 in this situation. And here, if you observe carefully, if you move like this, what is the potential difference here? You are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal 20 minus here 6. You are moving in the direction of current in this way, so that minus 6 I2. Here also across 4 resistor 4 I2, and it is also equal to 0. Here also 10 I2 is equal to 20, so that I2 is equal to 2 amperes. See, here the current is flowing like this, here the current is flowing like this, but here from this B or from this C, no current is flown through this external resistor. So if there is no current, whatever the resistance may be, if you take it as infinity, there is no current. In this situation, the potential drop across this point is equal to 0. So no current is there in between B and C, so that potential difference between B and C must be equal to 0. So now I am going to solve this problem. Potential difference between A and D. Say I am starting from A, from the path A, B, C, D. I am taking first point as A. At that point the potential is VA, and here you are moving across the resistor minus 3I1. Here you are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. Say here you are given a value, certain value 10 volt. Say you are moving from here negative to positive, so that it is plus 10. Here there is no current, so the potential difference across this resistor, whatever you give the value, is 0. And here you are moving along the direction of current I2, that means minus 4I2, and finally you reach to D, that is equal to VD. And here VA minus 3I1, 6 plus 10. Here also minus 4 2's 8 is equal to VD. So I am going to find VA minus VD. VA minus VD is equal to, see, minus 14 plus 10, minus 4. If you bring that to this side, 4 volt is the potential difference between the points A and D. And we will go through another solved example. Students, see here, in this network, we are asked to find the current in the 6 ohm resistance. In this resistor, we are going to find out the resistance. Say, in this circuit, in this closed loop, I am considering the current as I1. And here, in this, I am considering the current as I2. And in this situation, say this current I1 is coming like this and I2 is going like that. So here, in this path 6 ohm, there is current I1 minus I2. This we are going to find. See here, I am taking A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I am here applying Kirchhoff's voltage law. KVL for A, B, C, D, E, A. For this loop, I am applying this Kirchhoff's second law or voltage law. Across this resistor, we are moving in the direction of current, so that minus 3I1. Here, in this resistor, current is I1 minus I2 in this direction. We are moving in the direction of current. That means minus 6 into I1 minus I2. And here you are moving from negative to positive. So plus 4.5 is equal to 0. And therefore minus 3I1 minus 6I1 plus 6I2 plus 4.5 is equal to 0. See here, minus 9I1 plus 6I2 is equal to 4.5. See, minus 6 I1 minus 9 I1 plus 6 I2 is equal to minus 4.5. So that I can divide it with 1.5 and that too 9 I1 minus 6 I2 is equal to 4.5. 1.5, if you divide 9 with 1.5, it will be 6 I1 minus 4 I2 is equal to 3. This is equation 1. And for this loop also, I am applying this same KVL. KVL for the loop FGDCF. FGDCF. Here you are moving in the direction of current across the resistor 10 ohm, then you can get potential is dropped minus 10 I2. Here you are moving from positive terminal to the negative terminal, that is minus 3 volt, and here you are moving in this direction, that means against this I1 minus I2, so that minus plus, that is you are moving against current, that is potential is raised across this resistor. Therefore 6 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. In this situation, minus 10 I2 minus 3 plus 6 I1 minus 6 I2 is equal to 0. So what is there here? Minus 10 I2 minus 6 I2 minus 16 I2 plus 6 I1 is equal to 3. Therefore 6 I1 minus 16 I2 is equal to 3. This is equation 2. See, equation 1 is linear with the two variables I1 and I2, and equation 2 is also the linear equation with the two variables I1 and I2, so that you can solve this equation. See, I am subtracting equation 2 from this equation 1, so that 6I1 minus 6I1 minus 4I2 plus 16I2, that is 3 minus 3 equal to 0. And therefore, if you observe carefully, you can get 6I1 minus 6I1, and totally these two will be cancelled, so that you will go through I2 is equal to 0. So here there is no current through this resistor, and I1 will be the current through this 6 ohm. See here, I am substituting the value of I2 in the equation 1, so that 6I1 minus 0 is equal to 3. Therefore, I1 is equal to 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5 amperes, and this is the answer for this question. What is the current to this 6 ohm resistor? See here, students, it is a complicated circuit. In this problem, you are asked to find equivalent resistance between A and B. See here, this is 5, this is 6, this is 3, this is 2. If you take it as P, this one as Q, R and S. If P by Q is equal to R by S, it is a balanced Bridgestone bridge, so that you can remove this middle resistor. But here it is not a balanced bridge. 5 by 6 is not equal to 3 by 2. That's why it is an unbalanced bridge. If it is an unbalanced bridge, how can we find out the equivalent resistance? For that sake, I am going to discuss about nodal analysis. And that means nodal analysis is an application of Kirchhoff's current law. See here, I am connecting this points A and B with a battery of 100 volt. That means B is at 0 and A is at 100 volts. See, here in this part the current is divided into I1 and this is equal to I2. So different resistances are there, that's why there are different currents. So if I is the total current, this I is equal to how much? I will be equal to I1 plus I2. So the effective potential difference between A and B is 100 volt and the effective current drawn from the cell is I. So if you are asked to find what is R equivalent, this is 100 by the effective current to this circuit. This I means I1 plus I2, that I am going to find. See, I am writing this just beside, just like this. See here, I is equal to I1 plus I2, and this I1 and I2 can be also taken here as I1 and I2, just like this. In this situation, I am going to take down. So R equivalent is equal to 100 by I, that is I1 plus I. See this point, at this point I am taking X as the potential and at this point Y as the potential. For this X I am applying KCL. That means algebraic sum of currents passing through this point is equal to 0. That means X by 2 plus X minus 100 by 6 plus X minus Y by 4 is equal to 0. So that here the LCM is 12, 6x plus x minus 2x minus 200 plus 3x plus minus 3y is equal to 0. This 12 becomes totally 0. So that 6x plus 2x, 8x plus 3x, 11x minus 3y is equal to 200. This is linear equation 1. And now I am going for y. The same KCL is applied for y also. And for y I am going to give you y minus 0, that means y by 3 plus y minus 100 by 5 plus y minus x by 4 is equal to 0. Here the LCM is 20, not 20 here. The LCM is around 60. 20y plus 12y minus 1200 plus 15y minus 15x is equal to 0. If you bring that 60 to that side, you will get 12y plus 15y, that is 32y plus 15, 47y minus 15x is equal to 0. And this is 1200. In this situation, you can take this one as equation 2. See here we are getting two equations. Both these two equations are with the two variables x and y. By solving these two equations, you will get the value of x as well as y. From that, you will get I1, y minus 0 by 3, and I2, x minus 0 by 3, that is I. Later, if you get the total value of I, you can get R equivalent 100 by I. And I am leaving this part, an exercise for you to solve. Dear students, see here in this problem, there are different resistors connected across 48 volt battery. See, if you observe carefully, each and every part are connected identical resistors. See, this part 2 ohm, this part 2 ohm. That means this point is obeying center of symmetry. This one is also center of symmetry. That means the point, if you take it as A, B and C, A, B and C are the symmetrical points in this circuit, so that A is at same potential as that of B and B is at the same potential as that of C. That means if 48 is the total potential difference, here it will take 24 and this will be taken 24. Here also 24, 24, 24, 24. So that the resistors A and B through path A and B, they are connected to the same potential points, so that there is no current from A to B or B to A or from B to C or C to B. That's why you can remove these resistors. These resistors are ineffective in this circuit. So now we have come to an idea. See, in this part, what is the total resistance? 2 plus 2, 4 ohm. In this part, 8 plus 8, 16 ohm. And in this part, 2 plus 2, 4 ohm. So 4 ohm and 16 ohm are connected in parallel to each other. So that R equivalent is equal to 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So that 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 4. And here 16 is the LCM for this. So that 16, 4 plus 1 plus 4. So 9 by 16. So that R equivalent is equal to 16 by 9. I want effective current I from the battery. I is equal to E by R equivalent. What is the value of E? It is nothing but 48 volts by what is the value of R equivalent? You got 60 by 9. So that 16 3s is 9 3s is 27 ampere is the total current drawn from this battery. Now we are also asked to find what is the current through 8 ohm resistor. That is why you have to take this path only. That means I in 8 ohm resistance. In this path, what is the effective resistance? R equivalent is equal to 8 plus 8, 16 ohm. And these endpoints, terminals are connected to same battery. So that E equal to 48 volts. What is the current in this path? Current I is equal to that E by R equivalent. So that 48 by 16, this is equal to 3 amperes. If you are asked to find out the current in this 2 ampere path and 2 ampere path, here also you can calculate. This one has I1, this one has I2. In this path, total resistance is 2 plus 2, 4 ohm. So that I1 equal to effective voltage 48 by 4, 12 ampere. And if you go for this I2 is also 2 plus 2 and 4 is the effective resistance in this path. 48 volt is the battery voltage. I2 will be also equal to 12. So total current I, if you want, I equal to sum of algebraic sum of all these currents. I1 plus I2 plus, if you take it one as I3, this as I3. So that I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So that I will be equal to how much it is? 12 plus 3, that is equal to 27 amperes. That which we have already found effective resistance, or with the help of effective resistance we got 27 amperes. Otherwise, with the help of each and every component of electric current in this path, you can get 27 amperes. Thank you. I will start meter bridge in the next video.